video, we are going to learn more about Markov chain. First, let us see few definitions and results which is required to solve Markov chain problems. First definition is one-step transition probability. It is a moving probability of the process from one state to the other state. In general, from the state AI to AJ. It is given by the conditional probability P of xn plus 1 equal to aj given that xn equal to ai. That is, the process moves from the state ai to aj in the nth step, n to n plus 1th step. And it is denoted by Pij with the double suffix Pij. The diagrammatic representation of the process is called state diagram. It is constructed as follows. Each state of the chain is represented by a circle in the diagram, and the states are connected by the directed edge which has the label Pij, that is one-step transition probability. Here Ai and Aj are the states. So in the diagram, n circle Ai and Aj, and connect Ai and Aj by the directed edge. And label as Pij. Then next definition, transition probability matrix TPM. The matrix which is formed by one-step transition probabilities of the Markov chain is called transition probability matrix, and it is denoted as capital P. That is, it's a matrix whose entries are nothing but Pij, one-step transition probability. Look at the matrix given here. This is nothing but our capital P, TPM. Here, the state A0, A1, A2, An, which is written in the left of this matrix, that is here, represent the present state or the nth step of the process. And the state A0, A1, A2, An, which is written in the top of the matrix, that is here, represents the next step or n plus 1th step, or you can say it is a future state of the process. And each entry of the matrix is nothing but the probability, so it must satisfy the following: Pij greater than or equal to 0 always, and the row total, each row total is 1. Okay, let us move on to the next definition. Probability distribution of the process. It is a state probability. Each state of the process has its individual probability, that is called state probability in general. Probability of the state Ai in the nth step is nothing but probability of xn equal to Ai. It's nothing but the probability of state Ai in the nth step, and it is denoted as Pi of n. Suppose the process has k states A1, A2, An, etc. Ak. Then the row vector which contains the probability of each state at the nth step, that is P1 of n, P2 of n, etc. Pk of n. is called probability distribution of the process at the nth step. That is, it is written as P of n is the probability distribution at the nth step of the process. That is given as a row vector P1 of n, P2 of n, etc. Pk of n. This is called probability distribution at the nth step of the process. Okay. Next, here we are having some important notes to do problem. It's important to do problems here. Note. First note, it's about the initial probability distribution of the process. We know that probability at the nth step is here written as P of n. It's a row vector P1 of n, etc. Pk of n. So, initial probability is P of 0. Initial step. So, it is nothing but P1 of 0, P2 of 0, etc. Pk of 0. Or the equivalent form P of 0. Each P1 of 0, P2 of 0 is nothing but the state probabilities at the initial step. So, this is equivalent form. P of 0 is nothing but P of x naught equal to a1, P of x naught equal to a2, etc. P of x naught equal to ak. Same way you can write for P of 1. P of 1 is what? It's a probability distribution of the process at the first step of the process. N equal to 1. So, P of x1 equal to a1. Next entry is P of x1 equal to a2, etc. The last entry for the kth state process is ax1 equal to ak. Then, same way we can write P of 2, second step probability distribution. P of x2, the suffix 2, x2 at this state a1, comma, probability x2 equal to a2, etc. P of x2 equal to a2. Okay. Then, next is very important result. Say P of 0, P of 1, P of 2 is now known. Say using from if nth step probability distribution of the process can be computed from the initial probability distribution and the TPM. That is, if P of 0 and capital P is known, using these two we can compute P of 1, then P of 2, P of 3 in order. So the result says P of 1 is equal to P of 0 into P. Then P of 2 is nothing but P of 1 into P and so on. Next definition is steady state probability. It is also known as limiting probability or invariant probability, or sometimes it is called stationary distribution. The definition of steady state probability says in the case of regular homogeneous Markov chain, every sequence of state probability approaches a unique probability distribution. That unique probability distribution is called as steady state distribution. That is, as n tend to infinity, the limit of the probability distribution at the nth step approaches to a unique value pi. This unique value pi is called steady state probability distribution, where pi is, suppose the process has some k states, then pi is a row vector with k entry, pi 1, pi 2, etc. pi k. Equivalently, here we have a condition pi p equal to pi. That is, if pi is a unique steady state probability distribution, then multiply pi with the transition probability matrix capital P, it approaches a unique value pi. This pi is called, this is what the condition for steady state probability, pi p equal to pi. We know that pi is the probability distribution, then the addition of row addition is 1. Pi 1 plus pi 2 plus pi k equal to 1. In order to discuss these concepts in detail, let us take the following example. Just go through the example given. In certain city, if today is a dry day, then the probability of tomorrow will be a dry day is 1 by 2. And if today is a rainy day, then the probability of tomorrow will be a dry day is 1 by 3. Draw the transition diagram and write the TPM. Also, given that May 1 is a dry day, find the probability that May 3 is a dry day. Also find the steady state probability. Let us see the solution now. The above problem describes the weather pattern of certain city. And it clearly says that weather condition of the next day depends only on the today's weather condition. From the first statement you can see this. Today is a dry day. Then the probability of tomorrow will be a dry day is 1 by 2. That is, the future behavior of the described process depends only on the present state or present day, not on the past days. So we can say the described processes Markov chain, especially two-state Markov chain. What are the states of the process? It's clear the states are nothing but dry day and rainy day, and the time step of the process is 1 day. Okay, let us start with the TPM. What is meant by TPM? Transition probability matrix. It is a matrix formed by one-step transition probabilities. So, to construct a TPM, we need to collect all possible one-step transition probabilities. So, let us consider a particular day or a present day. The weather condition of the particular day is either rainy or dry. So there are two possibilities, dry day and a rainy day. But here we are looking for transition probabilities of the process from present day to the next day. So let us move on to the weather condition of the next day of the process. If the present day is dry, then the next day will either a dry or rainy weather. That is, there are two possibilities. Day to dry day or dry day to rainy day. Moreover, it is given dry day to dry day with the probability 1 by 2. And the dry day to rainy day is a complementary of the previous. So we can say the probability of dry day to rainy day is 1 minus 1 by 2, that is also 1 by 2. Then if the present day is rainy, there is two possibility for the weather condition of the next day, either dry day or a rainy weather. And it is given here probability of today is rainy day, then the probability of tomorrow will be a dry day is 1 by 3. So rainy to dry is 1 by 3. See, the next is now 2 by 3. Since rainy is complementary of the previous rainy to dry day, so it is 1 minus 1 by 3, that is nothing but 2 by 3. These are the possible transition probabilities of the process. So using this probability, you are going to form a transition probability matrix now. To form a TPM, draw the parenthesis and left of the parenthesis write dr. That is, here I am denoting dry status D and rainy status R. Same way, in the top of the or above the matrix also write the state dr. Then the first entry of this matrix is the probability that the present day is dry, then the next day is also dry. That is dry to dry state. We know that it is 1 by 2. Same way, next entry is dry day to rainy day. The probability of dry day to rainy day is also 1 by 2. Same way, the next row, rainy day to dry day. Present day is, if the present day is rainy, then what's the probability of the next day is dry? Is 1 by 3. Same way, the next entry is rainy to rainy day. That is, probability of the present day is rainy, then what will be the probability of the next day? It's also rainy. Rainy to rainy probability is, we know that it is 2 by 3. So this is nothing but the transition probability matrix of the described process. Now let us see the state diagram of the process. To draw the state diagram, first we have to encircle the states of the process. Here we are having two states, dry day and a rainy day. So let us take the letters D and R and encircle the letters. Then connect these states with respect to the directed edges that depending on the transition probability of the one step of the process. This one step transition probability of the process. Here the first edge represents the transition of the process from dry state to dry state in the next step with the probability 1 by 2. The second edge represents the transition of the process from dry state to rainy state in the next day with the probability 1 by 2. And the third edge represents the process moves from rainy to rainy day in the next step with the probability 2 by 3. Then the fourth final edge represents the process moves from rainy to dry day in the next day or next step with the probability 1 by 3. This is the state diagram of the above process. Here we are having one more question. Let us move on to the next question. Find the probability that May 3 is a dry day. Given that May 1 is the dry day. To find the probability of May 3 is a dry day, with respect to the given condition, May 1 is dry day, you can write the initial probability distribution of the process. May 1 is dry day, then the initial day, that is May 1 is the initial day. So, the initial probability of the process P of 1 is 1 0, row vector 1 0. Here the first entry 1 represents the probability of the dry day, dry state, the first day, May 1. And the second entry 0 represents the probability of rainy state on the first day. Here it is given May 1 is a dry day, so it takes the total probability. Rainy day probability is 0. So this is the initial probability distribution of the process. Now with respect to this P of 1 and the known capital P. Capital P is what? Transition probability matrix. Already we have this. Transition probability matrix of the described processes 1 by 2, 1 by 2, and it is with second row 1 by 3, 2 by 3. So with respect to this P of 1 initial day probability and this transition probability matrix, you can find P of 3. We need P of 3 here. What is P of 3? Probability distribution on the third day. So to find this P of 3 in sequence, you have to calculate P of 2. Let us move on to the calculation of P of 3 now. To calculate P of 3, first consider P of 2. We know that P of 2 is nothing but P of 1 into P. So write P of 1, 1, 0 and the transition probability matrix capital P. The product of these two is 1 by 2, 1 by 2 row vector. Okay. But we need P of 3. So take P of 3 now. P of 3 can be written as P of 2 into P. So P of 2 is nothing but 1 by 2, 1 by 2 here. And the transition probability matrix. The product of these two is 5 by 12, 7 by 12. So this is the third day probability distribution. Out of this third day probability distribution, we need only the probability of dry day. So the probability of dry day is the first component or first entry of the matrix row vector 5 by 12. So the probability of May 3 is a dry day is nothing but 5 by 12. The required value is 5 by 12. One more part is in the problem. The next part of the problem, finding the steady state probability. Let us move on to that section now. To find steady state probability, we know that the condition for steady state probability is what? Pi p equal to pi, where pi is nothing but the row vector pi 1. It's a distribution of the process. So pi is a row vector, pi 1, pi 2, etc. pi k. With the condition pi 1 plus pi 2 plus pi k equal to 0. Total probability of the row vector is 1. But here we are having only two states, so we can write our pi as pi 1 comma pi 2. With the condition pi 1 plus pi 2 equal to 1. Row addition. Okay. Just take this, that is equation 1. Okay. Mark it as equation 1. Then take the condition pi p equal to pi, that can be written as now pi 1 comma pi 2, that is pi capital P is known row matrix, then it is equal to pi other side right hand side, so it is pi 1 comma pi 2. Now just take the product of the left hand side, so multiply the first row with the first column, you will get pi 1 by 2 plus pi 2 by 3, comma same way for row with the second column pi 2 by 2 plus 2 pi 2 by 3. The right hand side this as it is pi 1 comma pi 2. But here two row vectors are equal. This equation gives equality of two row vectors. So this is true only when the components are equal. So equate the like components. First component to the first component of the right hand side. Pi 2 by 2 plus pi 2 by 3 equal to pi 1. Further simplification, you can write the expression as 3 pi 1 minus 2 pi 2 equal to 0. Same way, take the second component, pi 1 by 2 plus 2 pi 2 by 3 equal to pi 2. That implies 3 pi 1 minus 2 pi 2 equal to 0. Both the equations are one and the same, so take one as 2 now. Second equation is 2. Our aim is to get pi 1 and pi 2. So to find pi 1 and pi 2, just solve 1 and 2. Equation 1 and 2. You get the value of pi 1 and pi 2. Here the solution is given. So while solving it, pi 1 is 2 by 5 and pi 2 is 3 by 5. Therefore, the steady state probability of the process pi equal to, this is nothing but our pi. Pi is 2 by 5, 3 by 5 row vector. I hope now you can understand the concept of transition probability matrix, state diagram, and the probability distribution and the probability of long run or steady state probability. Here one question is given for your practice. Please practice this question. Thank you for watching.